Hey guys, and welcome back to Morgs Menu. So today I thought I'd share with you a grocery haul. We just did our order pickup from our local Harris Teeter, and I figured I'd just share with you some of the stuff that I picked up to throw together for some meals that we'll be making this week. So hopefully it can inspire you for some things that you want to make for yourself, and just kind of show you the overall process and kind of the ins and outs and good and bad parts of the order pickup process for us. It's been a bit of a learning curve for me. There are definitely some things where I'm not sure if I ordered it 100% correctly or if they just weren't sure exactly what I ordered. And I got something different than what I expected, but overall I'm still getting a decent amount of food and most of what I'm ordering, which is really nice. And it's really simple because I'm able to just place the order online, go to my store, pull up in my car, and they just bring the bags of groceries outside. So it makes it really easy to kind of bring it home, you know, make it clean, sanitized, safe for us to then put away. So I wanted to just share with you the items that I got today. Now, the only thing that I will say has been a little bit difficult is because this is such a popular thing that people want to do at my grocery store, it's like booked out a week in advance. So like for instance, today is Sunday, we just went and picked this up, and I'm going to have to place the order tonight for our next Sunday's pickup. So we kind of have to think a week in advance of things. So if we run out of things during the week, we almost have to wait like a week and a half to restock them. So that's been a little bit of a struggle, just kind of trying to guess what's going to run out before it actually runs out so that we're not out of things that we need, but we've been making it work so far. So I'll just go over briefly everything that we got here. So I had a little bit of an overflow over here. So we'll start with just some of this produce stuff so I can go ahead and throw that in the fridge. We just got a bunch of asparagus. Been planning really basic meals with just a vegetable, some sort of carb, and a protein to go along with it. So whether that's the pork chops we have in the freezer, or chicken breast or thigh, or a hamburger or something like that, I've just been trying to buy a couple different types of vegetables for sides, so then we can leave kind of the stuff that we've been able to pick up that's frozen for in the case that we wouldn't be able to get to the grocery store. So got a bunch of asparagus, and as well as some yellow squash to cut up, and then we have some leftover broccoli from last week. For fruits, I have some lemon for a recipe, meal prep recipe that we'll be doing this week. We also got a bunch of bananas. We're gonna have these just to kind of eat throughout the week. We also have a big bag of apples. I found that apples are really lasting a long time if I keep them in the fridge. So I've just been buying a bag of apples so that we know we always have some sort of fruit, and they last literally almost 3 weeks before they start getting browned. So that's been really nice to buy a bag of apples, and then I just buy something else to kind of supplement before we run out. So we have some bananas that I'll be using in both some recipes and then just to have to eat. And then Mitch also wanted to just get a grapefruit just to have something different. Still in the produce department, we also got a big thing of lettuce. That was something that we ran out of last week and didn't realize it. So we were out of lettuce for the whole week, which didn't seem like it was going to be that big of a deal, but anytime we wanted to make a sandwich or have some sort of burger or just have like a side salad, it really was annoying not to have. So I wanted to get a big container of this, and I'm just going to have that be something that I order every single week so that we don't run out, because I'd rather have too much and have to make myself eat a salad than not have enough and have to eat boring sandwiches. So and then lastly, for the produce, we got some nice baby carrots as well as a cucumber. We're going to be using this in recipes and also just to have for snacks with hummus or any kind of dip. Then for our meats, we are lucky and have been able to get a decent amount of meats in our freezer stocked. So I went ahead and just ordered some chicken for this week. However, we had a little bit of a spoof. I thought I ordered chicken like breasts that would come in a package like this. However, I got thin sliced chicken breast from the deli. So gonna have to just go into the freezer for what we needed chicken breast for this week. Again, I don't know if that was my fault and how I ordered it or just a mix up from what they thought I ordered. So anyway, we have some extra deli meat. I'm sure it'll be good and we'll use it for sandwiches. And then we got some chicken thighs for some recipes as well. Kind of moving on to similar area, we got some more milk. We like just this general Harris Teeter lactose-free milk. We also were able to get some dairy-free cheese. It's been a struggle. That's been really picked over in that section. So we've had to substitute for just regular cheese recently, but I was able to find a bag of shredded mozzarella, and we have one of shredded cheddar in there. So that'll be nice to not have to use regular cheese to mess up our stomachs. We also got some just plain Greek yogurt. This one is a dairy-free kind of coconut milk Greek yogurt. I haven't tried this specific one before, but we used to get the Siggy's kind. You guys probably have seen me use it in videos before as a replacement for sour cream or just using it as a Greek yogurt. But they stopped carrying the plain version. They only have vanilla version now, which doesn't work in a lot of recipes and using it for sour cream. So anyway, we're going to try this one, see how this one is. I have a couple recipes that I'll be filming this week and that I'm going to use this for, so stay tuned for those. We also just got some sour cream. This is another thing. I don't know how you can tell how small this is. This is probably the smallest thing of sour cream I've ever seen, but probably my fault. I just ordered the wrong size or they were out of the normal size. So we have a little bit of sour cream, but definitely going to have to add that to the list for next week because that's not going to last us very long. And we also got some biscuits. Again, that is not the size I was expecting, but it should work. It says there's 5 biscuits in here, so I don't know, we'll see. I was planning on making that pot pie bake recipe, which I'll link down below for you if you haven't seen that before, but it just uses biscuits. Normally the can is like double this size, so we'll see how this is. We may have to alter the recipe a little bit because this might not be the normal amount, but we'll see once we open it up how it goes. And then the last of the couple of cold things, we have some hummus. So as I mentioned, we got those carrots and cucumbers for some hummus. I'm also going to be doing a meal prep that uses hummus, so we got some more of that. We pretty much always have this on hand. And then lastly is this Old English spread. So I've never actually bought this before. However, I wanted to try this recipe that Mitch's mom had told us about. She's made it for us before and it's so delicious. So basically it's just kind of like a breakfast recipe. And you just take some English muffins along with some of this Old English kind of cheese spread and some crab meat, and you just kind of mix these two together, spread it on the English muffin and put it in the oven for a little while for everything to kind of warm up and for the cheese to get a little bit browned on top, and it's so good. It's such a nice switch up for breakfast, and I've been trying to on the weekends do some little more like different recipes just so that we're not bored of the same like cereal and stuff that Mitch eats during the week. So I was excited to try this. I was already getting crab meat for some crab cakes that we're also going to make this week, so I got a couple cans of this, so one of them is going to go towards this little breakfast and then the rest will go to our crab cakes. Just realized I have 2 more cold things. So we have some frozen pizzas. I've told you guys we buy frozen pizzas like every week. It's just kind of a staple. It's so easy for a dinner for us, especially right now. I'm cooking a lot because we're not really eating out too much. We're really only going out maybe once a week just to kind of support local restaurants and whatever and get some takeout, but obviously we're not eating out very much at all. So just got 2 pizzas. I really like this Quest pizza. I don't know if I've talked to you guys about this before, but it's kind of similar to a pizza swap out that I've talked about with the cauliflower crust pizza from Trader Joe's that I love. This one I would say is not quite as good, but obviously I haven't been going to a Trader Joe's recently because that's kind of a trip and we would have to go inside, and so we've been sticking to our normal Harris Teeter grocery store run. But this one is really good. It's only 650 calories for the entire pizza, so I like to have this. I like the pepperoni version as well, but they were out of that, so I might just add some toppings onto this, but it kind of has some added protein in it, so it's really nice because I'm able to eat the whole pizza. It makes me feel really full, and then yeah, I just really like kind of this brand. So it's a little more expensive than like your average frozen pizza, but for me it's worth it because then I get to eat a whole pizza. All right, and moving on to the kind of remaining shelf staple stuff. So we just got another bottle of Hidden Valley Light Ranch. I really like this one. I like to get the light version just to kind of save on some calories and stuff like that. And this one actually tastes so kind of really close to the original. So I really like this, and I can't survive without ranch. So I make sure we always have a bottle. If we're starting to get low in the fridge, I make sure we always have a bottle in the cabinet. We also got some oats. So I like to have oatmeal sometimes for when I do eat breakfast, but also I'm going to be making some homemade dog treats this week, so I'm going to be filming that. So that'll be a video upcoming in the next couple of weeks, but it calls for oat flour, and flour is really limited at our grocery stores right now, as I'm sure most of you know. So went ahead and got this so I can just blend this up and kind of turn it into oat flour and use it for that, as well as some of the recipes call for just plain old oats. So got some of that. Also just got some salsa. I've talked about before, chips and salsa is a staple at our house, and you guys know I love the garlic salsa from Trader Joe's, but again, haven't been able to get there recently, but I really like this restaurant style one from Pace. It really is kind of that consistency that you would normally get from a Mexican restaurant, and that is one thing I am missing greatly. So just got some more of that because we are running low in the jar we have. And then to pair with that, I of course got some tortilla chips. I normally like to get like a bigger bag, kind of like the Late July brand is the one that we really like from Harris Teeter, but they were out, so I just asked her to grab whatever kind of tortilla chips, and she got restaurant style, so that'll be good to pair with the restaurant style salsa. A couple more canned items here. We just got some black beans. We eat beans almost weekly, whether it's with tacos or whatever the case is, so always like to have that. We also got some refried beans to pair as a side with some sort of dish. And then I got a couple cans of soup. So this one is the cheddar cheese soup. If you haven't seen my chicken noodle soup recipe, I use this and that, and we're going to be making that this week. Although they didn't have the egg noodles that I typically use for that recipe, so I might try and swap it out with some sort of other noodle that we have in there. I'm sure it'll still be fine. I'll just probably have to alter some of the cooking process. So anyway, I got this to make that either this week or next week if we can get some egg noodles next week. And then I also got some cream of mushroom soup that's going to go in that pot pie bake. And then we also like to just have it on hand for other types of recipes. I had to make it homemade last week because I didn't order it in the right time frame to use it last week when I made chicken and dumplings. And it still turned out good, but it was like a whole process to try and make it homemade. So I just wanted to grab an extra one on hand. So if we do want to do a simple recipe like that in the upcoming weeks, I already have that on hand. And I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but Petey has now decided to chew on his squeak toy, so you'll be hearing that for the remainder of this video. We also just randomly grabbed some more floss picks. We use these, nothing fancy. We would normally get these at like Target whenever we go, but obviously we're not doing that, so we just got them from the grocery store. We also got this big thing of coffee. So Mitch and I both drink a cup of coffee a day, but normally we get coffee from our work, but obviously we're both not going into our office right now. So I went ahead and got this big thing of Starbucks coffee. It's 32 cups, so hopefully this will last us. We've been like running really low because we've been having to buy like 1 box a week. They only come with like 10 or 12 in them, and then we run out because we're 2 people drinking a cup a day. So I want to get a big container of this. We might be doing a BJ's run or pickup soon because that's normally where we get our K-cups from, but we ran through those very quickly. Like I said, having using 2 of them a day. So we just got this to supplement until we're able to do a BJ's run. And then the last 2 things are just some chips. Mish wanted some Sun chips, just the cheddar brand. They're really good if you guys haven't heard of those before. And then I got these popcorners, white cheddar. These are so good. I recently discovered these. I think they're fairly new to at least my grocery store. I don't know if they're new in general, but I really, really like these. They have a really good cheddar flavor to them, and they're kind of a lower calorie option for a chip. So I really like a cheesy chip. It's my favorite, and especially during quarantine, I need good snacks that aren't gonna make me feel like crap after I eat them. So this is a really good one if you haven't tried it before. And then I just realized actually that wasn't the last 2 things. I have 2 more things. So I just got this grapefruit seltzers by the brand Bubbly. It's pretty good. Again, I like to get a value pack typically when I go to BJ's, and it comes in multiple different flavors, but haven't been there, so I just picked this up to kind of supplement until we get over there. I really like the grapefruit flavor in most seltzers. I'm pretty sure I've had this one before and it was good, so I'm sure it tastes similar enough. And then the last 2 things aren't very exciting, but we just got some more flour tortillas for tacos. Like I said, we do some sort of taco almost every week, whether it's shrimp or chicken or beef, so just got some more of those. And then got some nice white vinegar. I recently did a deep clean of my Keurig and used up all the white vinegar we have, so wanted to have that so that we can use it for cleaning and stuff like that. And that's about it. That takes care of everything. So not a huge haul this week, but it was enough to get us through till next week. So I'll be placing another order. So if you guys enjoyed this video and you want to see me do any more of these kind of pickup order hauls, let me know. Whenever I get to a Trader Joe's again, I'll definitely be doing another updated hauls or favorites because I know there's new items there that I really want to try, but just haven't had the chance to be able to do it yet. So I'll definitely be doing another Trader Joe's related video soon, hopefully in the next coming weeks. But as I mentioned throughout the video, I have a couple videos upcoming for a lot of these recipes, so stay tuned for those. That being said, if you're new here and haven't yet subscribed, make sure you go and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the videos that I post on Wednesdays and Sundays. Thanks again for watching Morgs Menu, and I hope you have a great day. Bye guys.